With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And the Bengals first down.
11. Here we go.
First down, Bengals.
Here's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now Burrow. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Here we go. Hey, can.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson going to keep it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Let's get set.
First down, Cincinnati.
180. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Here we go. 180. Shot.
Draw play for Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Shot. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Viking 18!
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Logan Wilson on the
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
There you go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's get set. Stop. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide 80. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 55 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-8.
Ravens 8. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
180. Report, report.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, report. Report.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180. 11 Thomas.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Chase, complete. Down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A pivot and a give to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, middle. You at X.
Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 2.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, here we go. Turbo shot. Eleven.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
11. Here we go. 12. 180. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good.
And
that will do it for this first half.
27, Ravens 8. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And
you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, report. Good. 180. Hey, middle. Cut.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Burrow. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Let's get set. 180. It's hot. Hot.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Dodge. 180. Raise up. Eleven. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
180.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here we go. 180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's into space past the 25. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
13. Come on. 180. Nice shot. Nice shot.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Go. 180.
To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hold on, ready? You change it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jackson now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw again is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Thomas.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
180, 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can.
They're going to look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because That gives them one more chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to